that, let me turn that. Show me where your friends at, we can flip that. Let me put you on the game. 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 I'll show you where the red at, where the blue at. Show you where they flip that, where they bitch at. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game right now.
Can y'all hear me?
Yo.
Alright, Justin gonna talk to y'all later.
That's crazy. Him.
Say bye. Say bye, friends.
Bro, you say bye.
Say bye.
That say bye, bro.
Because you don't know how Alice gonna have this way.
That's alright.
Chill out, chill out, chill out. Don't do it.
We'll talk to them later. Say bye.
Chill out, man. Alice finna flame me later. Chill out. Don't do
Alright,
it.
so tell them bye.
I'm not finna do that right now.
Why not?
Cause Alice finna clown the shit
That's
out of me
alright.
later.
Tell them bye.
Oh my god, Alice, please don't say shit to me later.
Don't say shit to him later. Tell him bye.
Say bye, J-Mo.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. And I want to talk about this topic because I hear it comes up all the time, and that's the topic of, do real men play video games? Should men be playing video games, or is video games for immature little boys? First of all, I want to say this. Real men do whatever the hell they want. And never forget that. I repeat, real men do whatever the hell they want. So as long as you're taking care of your business, if video games bring you joy, if video games relieve stress, if video games bring you peace, if video games bring you happiness, if video games are fun to you, then you do that. You work hard. You deserve to spend your free time doing whatever the hell you want. Now, you shouldn't engage too much time into video games so that you're unproductive in the rest of your life, but we'll talk about that later. But there's only really two reasons why this is even a topic of conversations, guys, how this even comes up, okay? Number one, women. Mostly women who live off of that whole Janae Akil line of, you don't need no free time, that's you and me time. So they look at it as, okay, you got off of work, now you should be completely focused on me. That's it. Now, we're going to watch TV together. We're going to watch movies together. We're going to snuggle up. I'm going to tell you about my day. Or we're going to sit on the phone. Or we're going to text all day. Or we're going to go on a date. We are going to do all this extra stuff. They want to control your free time. Do not let a woman control your free time. And if you're single, then it's even worse. Let me tell you something. First of all, women have no right to tell men what's immature or what they should be doing with their free time. Because if a woman's not in a relationship, she wastes all her free time. And of course, not all, but this is coming from a man who's lived with a woman for 4 years, okay? This is coming from a man who date high-figure owners, okay? I have 3 sisters, and I have my mom. I know women, okay? The average woman, she gonna work her 40-hour shift, she gonna work her 60-hour shift, she gonna come home, she gonna take off her shoes, and she gonna sit her ass on the couch. If she smoke weed, she gonna smoke her blunt. If she drinks wine, she gonna pour her wine glass, and you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna watch TV. She doesn't have a side job if she doesn't have to have a side job. She's not going to do anything productive with her time when she gets off of work. She's going to watch TV. Women have watched every goddamn TV show. They done watched every episode of Grey's Anatomy. They done watched every episode of How to Get Away with Murder. They done seen every episode of every goddamn reality show. They watching Dance Mom, okay? They done went back to the 90s and relived their childhood. They watching Moesha. They be in their room talking about some Mo to the E to the, and that's all they do. They drink their wine, they smoke their blunt, they kick their feet up, okay? It be smelling like hot Cheetos, and they watch TV. And when they get tired of watching TV, they still don't do nothing productive 9 out of 10 times. When they get tired of watching TV, they call their girls, they spread rumors, they run their mouth, and if they have a man, they try to invade your free time, okay? So when women are single, they don't do anything productive with their free time. To be telling your ass not to play games or playing games is immature. And when they're in a relationship, like I said, they just don't want you playing the game so they can take their free time. They have no right to tell you what to do with your free time at the end of the day. How the hell is drinking wine and smoking blunts and watching TV shows all goddamn day any more productive than playing the game? We're doing the same thing. I'm interactive with my entertainment. You're watching yours. Leave me the hell alone, woman. And the only other reason you would think that there was a problem playing video games is the fake ass alpha males and self-help gurus who come on the internet telling you you should work all the time. Why are you playing the game? game. You don't got no time to be playing the game. A real man's working. A real man's working 24/7. You wake up at 5 a.m. and you work to 9 p.m. so that you can get 6 figures and so that you can be rich. If you're playing the game, you're a loser. That's loser talk. You should be in the gym. You got more time to be in the gym. You ain't got no time to be playing the game. You need to get rich. You can't get rich if you're playing the game. Those types of dudes who talking all that cap. Listen, guys, you have to allot yourself time to have fun. You have to, no matter what the situation is. If you're in a relationship, you have to date. You guys got to spend time going out together and having fun. If you have kids, you got to go out with the kids and have fun. And even greater than the kids or the relationship, even if you're by yourself, whatever, you have to allot time to do whatever you think is fun. Rather that be playing the game, watching movies, whatever that is. So again, like I said earlier, if playing video games brings you peace and brings you happiness, you're supposed to make time for that. You cannot be so consumed with making money that you don't have time to enjoy it. Let that breathe and then run it back. You can't be so consumed with making money that you leave your self no time to enjoy it. Some people have $1 million houses and they're never in it. $1 million cars and they never drive them. You have to give yourself time to have fun. Otherwise, you're going to suffer from burnout. Otherwise, you're going to get tired of whatever it is you're doing. It's going to affect your mental health. You're going to become depressed. You're going to become stressed out. So you absolutely need to make time to date, to be with your family, and to do things you enjoy. Now, with all that being said, there is a problem, especially in Gen Z and with millennials, of some people putting too much time into video games. 40, 50-something hours a week into the video game, and it's cutting down on their productiveness. It's cutting down on their ability to build the type of life that they want to build. It's cutting down their ability to be able to maintain a relationship or have the proper amount of time and care given to their family and friends or their kids or whatever the case may be. So you can't over video game. So this is my rule when it comes to video games, okay? Now, y'all know me. I have high aspirations in life. I'm an old school provider. I want to do all these things. So I am working a lot of the time, right? But I grew up a gamer, so I do try to make some time to play the video game. And I've come up with this rule for people, okay? I don't play the game this much, but this is a fair rule for people who are ultra gamers, okay? I say however long you work, you cut that in half, and that's as much time as you should allot to the video game. So what I mean by that is, if you work part-time, so you work like 20 hours a week, 25 hours a week, you should only be spending about 10 hours to 13 hours playing the video game. You should be spending the rest of that time trying to find a full-time job or trying to find a way to earn more bread. I do agree with that, okay? That's my philosophy on that. Now, if you work full-time, so that means you're working 40 hours a week. If you work 40 hours a week, then you should allot yourself 20 hours to play the video game if you're a hardcore gamer and that's what you enjoy. 20 hours a week, play the game. If you work 60 hours a week, okay? So that means you're usually on a salary-based job, or you're working for yourself, or you're working multiple jobs, you have multiple streams of income. Now you can allot yourself 30 hours to play the video game. So my philosophy is as hard as you work, that's as much time as you get to reward yourself. So like I said, you're working 60 hours, then you spend 30 hours playing the game. 40 hours, 20 hours playing the game. And then if you're part-time or something like that, then you could probably put in about 10 hours or something like that playing the game. Because you don't want to spend too much time, because the video game is still the metaverse. We talk about social media and all this stuff being the metaverse. Video games the metaverse too. It's a lot of people who get into like Call of Duty groups, right? Or they'll get into like Rainbow Six groups, or they'll get into these little groups online, Destiny and stuff like that, and they'll become so close with their online friends in their gaming group. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but they'll get sucked into that universe, and that's what they look forward to. And they get off of work and they run online and they talk to their friends online and they game in all their free time. And like I said, that can disrupt your ability to spend the proper amount of time with your family and friends, the proper amount of time with your girlfriend, or the proper amount of time with your kids if you have them. So you do want to cut back on it a little bit, and you also want to make sure, like I said, that you're being productive and you can provide for yourself, and you have expendable funds in case of an emergency. So you want to make sure you're working enough to do this as well. Now, if you're in college, you still follow the same formula, okay? So however many credit hours you're going to school, you cut that in half, and that's your allotted time to play the video game. But should you cut off playing the video game? Is playing the video game childish? Does it make you not a real man? Is it something you shouldn't do as you grow up? Absolutely not. You should do whatever you enjoy. You should do whatever brings you happiness, okay? And nobody has the right to judge you for that. Everybody doesn't want to make a high amount of money. I repeat, everybody doesn't want to make a high amount of money. Everybody doesn't want to work 60-something hours a week and have multiple streams of income. Some people say, listen, I make enough working my 40, 50 hours, and I want to spend the next 30 hours playing the game. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? Different strokes for different folks. Don't let these alpha males convince you, you need to be working, you need to get 6 figures, you should be working all the time, you should be in the gym, pumping, Don't let them convince you that, and don't let no woman convince you that that's a waste of your time and you should be spending that time either working more or spending more time with her. No. You need to protect your energy and your mental health and your sanity, and you do that by doing things that you enjoy. So if playing the game is something that you enjoy, you should absolutely allot time to that. Like I said, just make sure you're not allotting so much time to that you're leaving out focus or time for other things that are important in your life as well. So that's my thoughts on that. I am Alex, and I am out, y'all. Peace.